For today's cup of coffee, we have had weather.
Mm-hmm.
It was interesting.
Yes.
We had lightning. I didn't hear any thunder, but as far as
There was thunder.
I didn't hear it. And it was like rain blowing sideways, and I'm out trying to pump gas in it. It blew my hat in this huge puddle of water. I had to walk through the water, this is why flip-flops can be a great advantage.
I think that's a downside because your feet are soaked.
Yes, but it just runs off of it. If I had tennis shoes on,
That's because
or whatever,
you got plastic ones.
Yes.
I got ones that are cloth.
No, don't wear the cloth ones because it's like tennis shoes.
I don't have any plastic ones anymore.
Anything like that would have been soaked. And then I had to try to get a
Crocs.
hoodie on while I was in the midst of all this.
You could wear Crocs.
I hate Crocs. Are you serious? No. I know that people say they're really comfortable. I have never even had a pair on my feet.
Don't knock them until you try them on.
Well, I understand that, but it's like if they could make them look better. It's like... I understand.
And you want to get on to me about aesthetics?
I understand that it's not for... I'm just talking, this is a me thing. The flip-flops work better. Now, if I had the combat boots on, they're waterproof, so that would have been all right. But earlier today, it was like pushing 90. Yeah. And it has looked like autumn. We are in perpetual autumn, which is not bad. But I wish somebody had sort of given me a memo on it. If we have moved into Halloween Town, then that's okay too, because we can put our decorations out, and just leave them out.
It's called Salem.
Of course, we basically do that.
Salem, Massachusetts.
I don't know that they do Halloween. It's not Halloween Town all year long, is it?
Pretty much is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. But like I said, it just towards the end of April into May, and it just became autumnish, and it has remained that way.
Yes.
I
just wanted summer.
I would have just liked to have had some forewarning. So.
I just wanted summer.
But at this point, we're like 100 and some days from Halloween.
And it's rainy. It has been rainy.
And gray.
The most it has ever been a summer.
No. We've had others that were just, yeah. You just haven't noticed as much.
The hell you say? The hell you say?
Anyhow, we're going to be discussing something that does not come from Mysterious Universe. Actually, it did, but it didn't, because they had a source, and I just, skipped a step and went straight to the source. Because why would I not? And this happened June 29th, 2022, and is from the website for Hanson's Auctions. And it's entitled Mysterious Vampire Slaying Kit, owned by Peer of the Realm, stuns at auction. And of course the link will be in the description box.
Seen that. I wish I could have got my hands on that.
Well, if you go to the website, it does have pictures of the kit. It's phenomenal. We have talked about wanting one of those before. You were talking about that there are replicas.
Yes.
But it's not the same.
Just
as
like
the
it's
original.
not the same as having a real shrunken. It's not the same. A replica is not the same as having a real.
That's not somebody's face. That's a representation of somebody's face.
I don't give a damn if it was made out of a monkey butt.
Even that, it's just, I don't know. Is there a market for taxidermied monkey butt?
Yes.
Is there really?
People buy shrunken heads that are made out of animal skin.
Well, I knew that you had said that they had made them out of other animal parts.
Yes.
Carcasses. I'm a little distracted because Hilo is walking around aimlessly. aimlessly.
Anything distracts you.
No, the possibility of a cat peeing on something, that distracts me.
He doesn't do that.
Bath mat.
That's the only thing. He's got bad hips. Leave him alone.
I think he does. And it's like prayer, because this little guy, again, with the dental surgery, $500. I have no idea how in the hell I'm going to come up with $500. I don't own anything that's worth $500 that I could even sell.
Set up a GoFundMe. Put it on your channel. The friends will help us.
I understand that, but a lot of my friends, our friends, they in financial straits also.
They don't have to donate.
That's why I haven't asked anybody for anything. Now, I did ask you to go on the TikTok thing.
Yes. Because
you will have people that have more expendable funds on TikTok. For real.
They don't have... The friends don't have to donate, but they can tell other people to donate.
Well, that's true. And you all can just, like I said, prayers. That's the main thing.
GoFundMe.
And by the time this airs on be July, yeah. Anyhow, whenever it is.
July what? My God. Okay, no, July 6th.
It will be the 6th, but somehow I had a brain glitch. But I have to have a surgical procedure. Because somehow the 8th got in my head, and I'm like, no, that's not the day. They did call me. I've got to be at the hospital at 8 in the morning. That's probably where the 8 came from.
I'm stressed.
I
hope everything's going to be okay.
Well, I hope it is too. But it's a matter they had to put some kind of stent, shunt, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's plastic tubing. It requires general anesthesia, which I'm not a fan of. So that then they can try to blast this damn kidney stone. Which at least they're trying this locally rather than me have to drive 3.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Also, youngest kid's going to have to drive me back home after the procedure.
I am.
I'm going to ask for a stockpile of barf bags. I can order those off Amazon. Everybody should have those.
They didn't get our squid on time.
That's true. That's true.
And they have delayed a bunch of my shit before.
But I think
they delayed my other fucking head.
Every household needs those. Those are some of the most...
Yeah, that's called a toilet. That's called shopping bags.
But I'm saying that other is just... It's designed for that.
Shopping bags.
An emesis bag. Whoever came up with that, and it is so simple, and you know that they've made $1 gazillion off of that. Because it's a hospital something. But it's brilliant. It is just brilliant. Anyhow, that has nothing to do with vampires other than saying I need prayer. So, from Hansen's, they say a mysterious vampire slaying kit containing objects reputed to ward off the bloodthirsty monsters sparked an international bidding battle and smashed its auction estimate to smithereens. The find went under the hammer at Hansen's auctioneers on June the 30th with an estimate of either $2,000 to $3,000, or in U.S. dollars, that was $2,400 to $3,600, but it actually soared to a hammer price of £13,000, which equals $15,583 U.S. dollars.
Damn.
More than 6 times its low estimate.
Damn.
Yeah. And it was purchased by a private UK buyer after a fierce bidding competition. I would have liked to have seen that because, it's better. I always watch auctions at home or something to where you're not going to make a move or a twitch that's going to get you in trouble.
Yeah.
That could be an expensive tick on that. And it says that the total price paid by the buyer's premium was £16,900, which is $20,250.
Damn.
And Charles Hanson, owner of Hanson's Auctioneers, said, quote, interest in this item ahead of auction was intense, and it attracted strong advance bids. Nevertheless, the result exceeded all expectations. Bids came in from all over the world, including France, America, and Canada. Objects like this fascinate collectors, and this one had particularly interesting provenance.
I'd say so.
I would say so also. And then we've got random quote here, which I'm assuming is Mr.
Cite your quotes, motherfucker.
Mr. Hanson continuing, and says it originally belonged to Lord Hailey, a British peer and former administrator of British India. Whether through fear or fascination, it's interesting to know a member of the highest aristocratic social order, a man with a place in the House of Lords, acquired this item. It reminds us that the vampire myth affects people from all walks of life, end quote. Yeah, damn. So that's pretty cool. Well, maybe he was just another one. It's like, damn, this is just amazing. I want this.
Yeah.
Items in the late 19th century kit are stamped with Lord Hailey's initials, and it contains his name and address. The lockable box, which contains tools and holy objects to ward off vampires, features 2 brass crucifixes on the lid, which act as a sliding secret locking device.
Ooh.
That in itself is just cool. Inside are more crucifixes, a matching pair of pistols, brass powder flask, holy water, Gothic Bible, wooden mallet, stake, brass candlesticks, rosary beads, and a Metropolitan Police paperwork from the period.
Wow.
That's just, I mean, what an amazing piece of history
that
to have
awesome.
On that. And Charles Hanson again states, William Malcolm Hailey, first Baron Hailey from 1872 to 1969, was recognized for his intellect. He was educated at Corpus Christi College in Oxford. He was governor of the Punjab from 1924 to 1928 and governor of the United Provinces from 1928 to 1934. And yet, amid his illustrious career, he was drawn to this vampire slaying kit. That's understandable. These objects are both curious and intriguing. Belief in vampires, an undead creature said to need human blood to survive, goes back hundreds of years and persists in some parts of the world today. They are enshrined in European folklore. The publication of John Polidori's The Vampire in 1819 had a major impact, and that was followed by Bram Stoker's 1897 classic Dracula. The task of killing a vampire was extremely serious, and historical accounts suggest the need for particular methods and tools. Items of religious significance, such as crucifixes and Bibles, were said to repel these monsters, hence they're present in the kit, end quote. And the Derbyshire owner of the vampire slaying kit, who did not wish to be named, said, quote, I was stunned and delighted by the result. It's a fascinating item, a conversation piece. I came across it in Southwell, Nottinghamshire, fairly recently. I liked it for its novelty and historical value. Interestingly, Lord Hailey was a memorable tablet in London's Westminster Abbey, which pays warm tribute to him, end quote. And at least somebody that really appreciated it.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it says the plaque states that Baron Hailey of Shaffer and Newport Pagnell was ruler of great provinces in India and in Africa, no less renowned for labors which gave shape to African freedom. It also states that he was adorned with the grace of wit and was wise, kind, faithful in all his dealings, tolerant, and humane. Well,
nice.
that's a nice way to remember somebody.
Yeah.
The Vampire Slaying Kit, Lot 174, sold at Hanson's Auctioneers June 30th Fine Art Auction at Etwall Auction Center in Derbyshire. And so I urge everybody to go on this website and see this kit. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, would I buy a reproduction? Possibly.
I would.
If it were affordable.
Yeah.
But, to have the monies that this man has, to put forth to purchase this. But when somebody pays that much money for something like that, they're not going to tear it up. They're not going to sit there and go, oh, I paid $15,000 for this stuff, or $20,000 for this. I'm just going to throw it here in the corner.
No.
Or at least we hope he would not do that.
Yeah. You would hope.
Yeah. I mean, somebody that's got that much money to buy.
Money.
Absolutely. It is absolutely. That they could have a big display case and different things like that. Mm-hmm. Because that actually would probably classify as a museum piece.
Oh, yeah. But what museum would put that in there?
Oh, I'm sure that there would be. But the problem with the museum, and I understand why they have to do this, the general public will tear shit up. It's what happens.
That's why you put it behind glass.
Right, and that's why you have to put it behind glass. But this private owner, his friends or whoever, that they actually could, pick up the bottle of holy water. They could flip through the Bible there.
I wouldn't trust them.
All kinds of things that they could do.
I wouldn't trust them.
Well, with books that old, and book-wise, that one's not that old, but it's always good to wear gloves so that you're not, the oils from your hands and stuff are not destroying the pages.
Yeah, don't inhale the glue.
Yeah, well, that probably really was made from horse hooves and stuff like that back in the day.
Not only that, it acts as a laxative.
Old glue does that?
Yeah, even old glue acts as a laxative. Even the glue now in books.
If you inhale it? Where did you find this knowledge?
I found it out in my journeys.
Okay.
It acts as a laxative. That's why sometimes when you walk through a bookstore, you suddenly have, and you're in there for a minute, you have to go to the bathroom.
I have never had that problem. I have been through many, many bookstores, many libraries in my life. I have never had any issue with that. Is it just some people?
Check me.
And I will believe you. Are certain people more susceptible to that than others?
Yes.
Is it like some kind of allergy?
Possibly. I've had to go so bad before in bookstores.
So that means we have to leave you in the car if we go to Books A Million.
No.
Oh my God. Anyhow, if somebody does, come across one of the
books,
the reproductions, oh God, how do I even respond to that?
Nothing like the smell.
Oh God, help! If some of you all know of somebody that does the reproductions, nice ones, but inexpensive ones,
much like shrunken heads,
of the, the vampire hunter kits, that would be cool.
Yeah.
We actually probably could try to make our own. The most expensive thing on that would be like an older suitcase, because that would be hard to try to reproduce.
You get a vintage suitcase.
Well, that's what I'm saying, as far as
eBay.
Very tattered. Well, flea markets, antique malls, different things like that.
Yeah, the antique mall that we went to got... Yeah.
Well, they have others.
But are they as good?
Some of them are better. But you also have some of these antique stores that you talk about snooty.
Yeah.
They act like they're some kind of museum or something. And it's like, if y'all don't want to deal with the general population, then you need to have this stuff in closed auctions or online by invitation only or something.
Exactly.
You never judge, because you can have some people that look really rough and they may have the fuck you money.
A lot of the time they do.
Yeah. So, but explain this to me. What is the purpose of going out here in this, really, really expensive stuff, all this expensive jewelry, everything like that, and then if somebody gets mugged, they complain?
I don't know.
Well, what the hell did they expect?
I don't know, nor do I care. That's above my pay grade.
But don't you think that's odd?
I think that's a recipe for disaster, personally. Yeah. But,
Yeah. I mean, I don't understand humans. And it's like, the more I try to learn why they do what they do, especially in today's world, the more confused I become.
But the thing is, even the homeless would get robbed.
You know, but actually there is sort of like a code amongst, from what I have heard, amongst a lot of the homeless people, and they don't. You know, it's like you don't somebody that has that little for somebody else to rob them. Usually it's not somebody that's homeless that robs them. It's some kind of thug that just, you know, you talk about kicking a man when they're down.
No, I'm talking about the homeless getting robbed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They don't usually rob each other. It's some of these other kids and stuff like that. Of course they don't rob each
other, but like, yeah.
Well, that was my mistake, my misunderstanding of what you were saying.
Yeah. Like,
and anybody that would do something like that needs to be horsewhipped.
Absolutely.
It's like I was discussing someone yesterday. I think it was Cy that I was discussing as far as some of these kids that do things, that Asian punishment of caning. Yeah. Yes. Perhaps that needs to be adopted.
Yeah.
Of course, that's what we talk about when saying as far as horsewhipping. Yeah.
Same thing.
But vampire hunter kit, need for prayer, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So, just pray that everything goes well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll have to wait a week or two before they start doing the blasting. It looks like they could have found another word to try to break up the kidney stone. The blasting it.
They're not doing the blasting this time?
No, they just have to put the stent shunt. The tubing. They put tubing in my tubing. To try to keep, well, I understand that it's a matter of so that the, you know, particles could pass more painlessly, and I think that some of that could actually cause the ureters to sort of constrict. We don't need that with this.
No.
So, yeah, prayers. If you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural encounters, UFOs, aliens, cryptids, kidney stones of ginormous size, if you've got local, regional, or family.
It's the size of a grape.
No, it's not that big. I think it was like 12 or 13 is what they were, millimeters as far as kidney stones. They say it's pretty, you know, I've seen pictures of them that they did look like marbles, and I'm like, oh my God. Not mine. I don't want that. I never wanted them. Anyhow.
Nobody wants those.
Emailed me.
I hope they let you keep them.
I kept that one. I've got it in a baggie. I do. It's like, I produced this. It's mine. I'm not giving it to you. Looks like just like the other one that you made me turn over. So I made that. Email us cup
It's
of
my
coffee.
crystal. It's my own urine crystal.
It wasn't a crystal. Those are the kind that are uric acid. These are the limestone based ones. There's various and sundry kinds. I read the poster while I was in the doctor's office.
You must have been bored out of your mind.
No, it's because I'm a nerd.
Oh, God, help. Help.
Anyhow, cup of coffee with scream, gmail.com. Know that you're loved. And also, if you need prayer, don't hesitate to give us an email.
Yes.
And I would like to thank the person who commented on BitChute on the little round table that we had. That was such an encouraging comment. Thank you so much.
It was a good comment.
Yes, it was. I believe in the BitChute people. I do. But I also understand why some of them don't comment. And it's okay. But whoever that you were, thank you very much.
Yes, greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good. Yes. Vampire Kit.
Yeah. We'll see you on the next cup. Bye.